Maryland man's wrongful deportation sparks legal and diplomatic firestorm. San Salvador, El Salvador, April 19, 2025. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a 29-year-old Maryland resident, has become the focal point of a high-stakes legal and diplomatic battle following his mistaken deportation to El Salvador in March 2025. The case, which has drawn national and international attention, highlights tensions over U.S. immigration policy and due process under the Trump administration. Abrego Garcia, originally from El Salvador, entered the United States illegally in 2012 at age 16, settling in Maryland with his U.S. citizen brother. A 2019 immigration court order prohibited his deportation to El Salvador. Yet due to what the U.S. Justice Department has admitted was an administrative error, he was deported last month. Upon arrival in El Salvador, he was detained in the notorious Terrorism Confinement Center, a maximum security prison known for alleged human rights abuses. Senator Chris Van Hollen, DMD, who traveled to El Salvador to advocate for Abrego Garcia's release, met with him on April 17, 2025. After initially being denied access to CECOT, Van Halen reported that Abrego Garcia was traumatized by his nearly 3 weeks in the prison, where he faced isolation and taunts from other inmates. The senator confirmed that Abrego Garcia has since been transferred to a lower security facility in Santa Ana, El Salvador, but remains detained. The meeting, held at a hotel in San Salvador, is overshadowed by controversy when Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele posted images on social media, sarcastically claiming Abrego Garcia was sipping margaritas with Van Hollen in a tropical paradise. Van Hollen clarified that Salvadoran officials placed the drinks on the table for staged photos, and neither he nor Abrego Garcia consumed them, accusing Bukele of orchestrating a deceptive narrative. Trump administration has justified Abrego Garcia's deportation by alleging ties to the MS-13 gang, a claim bolstered by President Donald Trump's social media posts, including one displaying an allegedly altered image of Abrego Garcia's hand with supposed gang tattoos. Court documents from a 2019 police encounter in New York cite a confidential informant linking him to MS-13. But no criminal charges have been filed in the U.S. or El Salvador. Abrego Garcia's attorneys and family vehemently denied these allegations, portraying him as a dedicated father, husband, and steelworker who fled gang violence in El Salvador as a teenager. Jennifer Vasquez Sura, Abrego Garcia's wife, has been a vocal advocate for his return, expressing relief upon learning he was alive but anguish over his continued detention. In a statement through CASA, an immigration advocacy group, she said, "My children and my prayers have been answered. The community is standing strong, but we still have so many fears." Vasquez Sora also addressed a 2021 temporary protective order she filed against Abrego Garcia, explaining it was a precautionary measure that was later dropped, emphasizing his role as a loving partner and father. The legal battle escalated when the Fourth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals rejected the Trump administration's request to delay facilitating Abrego Garcia's return, citing due process concerns. The U.S. Supreme Court unanimously ordered the administration to arrange his return for a trial, but the White House has resisted, with officials like Border Czar Tom Homan and Stephen Miller claiming Abrego Garcia poses a public safety threat. Meanwhile, Democratic lawmakers, including Oregon Congresswoman Maxine Dexter, have vowed to travel to El Salvador to demand his release, framing the case as a test of constitutional principles. The controversy has also fueled polarized narratives. Some Republican figures and social media commentators have seized on unverified claims about Abrego Garcia's tattoos and alleged gang ties, while Democrats and immigration advocates argue the administration is flouting court orders and scapegoating a man with no criminal record. As the debate intensifies, Abrego Garcia remains in limbo, his fate uncertain amid competing claims of justice and security.